Hey, today I'm talking about 3 brand new streaming movies, and their titles are The Trip, The Beta Test, and Finch. First up is The Trip. This is a brand new Norwegian Netflix movie, and the basic premise is it is about this married couple that really don't like each other. It's to the point where one of them could just I'm gonna kill you, and then they go on this little trip to the cabin, and maybe one of them decides to act on those urges. This is a little suspense thriller comedy. It's definitely funny and definitely gory at times too. And I actually like this movie a really solid amount. I wish I would have gone in with less information. That's why I actually censored the plot synopsis, because what it said on IMDb kind of spoils a lot. But yeah, it's just a fun, cute little movie. I watched it with my brothers. They wanted to watch it with the English dub on, so my one brother could set up Legos, and I was like, no, it's gonna be weird. And it was weird, and I really wish we would have watched it in Norwegian, but we didn't. I do recommend this movie though. If you're looking for a good dark comedy thriller thing, it's a really solid little movie. It's a good way to kill an afternoon. Next up is The Beta Test. This is a new movie, co-written, co-directed, and co-starring Jim Cummings. He is the guy who did those same 3 things for Thunder Road, my number 8 favorite movie so far this year. So when I discovered that Jim Cummings was coming out with another movie, I was like, yes, please. I need more of him in my life. And this movie was pretty solid. The basic premise is it's about this big Hollywood hotshot agent who gets this anonymous letter in the mail offering a no strings attached one-night stand. And it's all anonymous. And even though he's about to get married, he's like, well, maybe I can do this. And then maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. This was a really solid little movie. It's extra more impressive knowing how small of a budget they had. I believe it was $330,000. And the co-writer, co-directors did a ton of other work for the movie too. It's just ridiculously impressive how much they did for this movie. And just kind of watching the behind the scenes featurette, I was just like, man, this really inspires me to start working on my short film again. I'm kind of annoyed that I stopped working on that. It's not my fault though. Stupid actors are stupid and my friends suck. Side note, if you're an actor who's round about my age, get a hold of me, because I have a short film that I really want to make and I already have people investing in it and I did a lot of the pre-production already. I just need actors is the main thing, so please help me. But back to this movie, what I love most about it is just Jim's performance. He is so commanding and he is just so talented, and I buy whatever it is he's doing. Jim Cummings should only ever be out of work if he chooses to be out of work. If he's not making his own things, everyone should be trying to hire this guy because he is just terrific. I didn't connect to this one as much as I did Thunder Road. Thunder Road just personally struck a chord with me. In this one, I wasn't able to as much, potentially because I'm not in a loveless relationship. I'm not in any relationship. And I also am not super familiar with the interworkings of Hollywood agents, but I still would recommend it. It's solid, it's good. And lastly is Finch. This is a brand new Apple TV Plus movie starring Tom Hanks, and boy oh boy does it feel like it was written by an algorithm. It just looked at trends in movies, and then instead of just giving all of that data to some writer and they wrote it, it used some computer program and just took sections and bits from other movies and just compiled them together, not mixed them together into its own original thing. It just okay, here is I Am Legend, here is Castaway, here's every cute dog movie, and here's iRobot. It's like a patchwork quilt, but not in a good way. The basic premise is it's a post-apocalyptic world. Tom Hanks is one of the last people left on Earth. He has a dog that he really loves. He makes 2 robots. They're really cute. And then they go on a road trip. It does do tension well. It does do emotions well, but it just doesn't feel original or unique. It just feels like a bunch of executives got together and hey, let's make a movie. This is the movie. It just, it's so, I don't know, just gross. It kind of bothered me that I even watched this movie. I did think it was fine though, and I'm potentially going to recommend it to my parents. I would say this is like a really solid background noise movie. Like, you know everything that's going to happen in this movie, so you can just like do the dishes, clean the floors, whatever, what have you, and not pay that close attention to it, but still get all the emotions out of it. I don't know. I couldn't really put this movie that high on principle, so I'm definitely showing my bias there, but like, I don't care. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got The Trip, sitting at number 25 in the really liked category. And then not too far behind that is The Beta Test, sitting at number 29 in the quite like section. And then bringing up the rear, rightfully so, is Finch, sitting at number 65 in the meh category. And that is out of a total of 69 new movies so far this year. And that brings the grand total out of all the movies I've seen so far this year up to 321.